Chatting with the CEO of Zoom about his recent investment of $100 million from Sequoia Capital, LinkedIn gets a major desktop update, and the NHTSA fully exonerates Tesla Autopilot. It's Thursday, January 19th, and this is Crunch Report. What is up, TechCrunch land? Hope you're all having a good day. I know I am. On Tuesday, we covered Zoom, the video conferencing company that raised $100 million from Sequoia Capital. And today, we have the CEO of the company, Yuan, here with us. Let's talk to him about that investment in his company.
The Unicorn Club.
What's up, Eric?
Nice to meet you.
How you doing?
Pretty good.
Let's cut it. Let's cut it. The Unicorn Club. I love that song. So, what warranted such a huge investment in Zoom from Sequoia?
I think because of the company's growth. We just came back from Ogata Workspace report, the event. So Zoom is ranked as #1 fastest growing enterprise sales software service app. And also our customer really like our service. And they probably talk with many customers. Feedback extremely positive. I think probably that's the reason they wanted to invest in us.
So you guys are profitable right now?
We are cash flow positive last quarter and also this quarter as well. And yes, so probably we are going to maintain that.
Was a Series B, right?
No, Series D.
Series D.
Yeah.
So for one VC firm to invest $100 million into a company, what percentage of the company do they get?
I'm so sorry I cannot disclose that number, but still, even Sequoia is #1 best VC. 100 million is still a lot of money.
Yeah.
And it's also a lot of pressure for us. We got to work hard to make sure don't let them down, right? So keep working on delivering happiness to our customers. I think still a lot of money.
Okay, so tell me the for people who don't know, like I don't know, like what's the process of something like this? Because I've heard that you weren't even looking for investment. So how did this come about? Did Sequoia just ring you up and like?
So I'm the sole founder. I'm so very busy. I really cannot go outside to shop around, right? So we just every day relentlessly focus on the customer experience. Make sure our customer happy. And however, so we are in Silicon Valley, right? Most of VC here, and they probably heard about our story, and talk with many customers. They kind of reach out to us, and we sit down, talk about what kind of thing they can help us. Especially their new partner, Carl as Chimbak is a great leader. Before he joined Sequoia, he worked at VMware as a COO and the president. And he grew that business from 31 million to 6 billion. And when I saw that, I said, wow, this is great. We need a board member like that. So probably that's one of the reasons I completely changed my mind. So let's sit down, with Sequoia. And it's happened very, very fast.
Here's a question. This one's more for me. What keeps you motivated? Because like you were in WebEx. It sold for 3.2 billion, right? You guys made probably a ton of money. And now you go and you start your own company and it's doing really, really well, right? You're a high performer. So like what keeps you motivated to like work hard and do everything that you've been doing?
First of all, we all live in Silicon Valley, right? Startup. I call Silicon Valley Startup Valley, right? So I have 3 kids. It's really hard for me to tell my son, hey, my daughter, I worked for a big legacy company. They feel like I'm not capable, right? So that's why I'd like to join a startup company. Because I really like video conferencing, the product, and also I tried all the product before I start. To be honest with you, none of those products worked very well. I started to realize, maybe this is the best time to build a working video conferencing service from the scratch. I think probably that's a motivation. Yeah.
That's great, man. Eric, pleasure meeting you. I really like you.
Thank you. I'm a fan of you.
Come on, this shit. No, stop it.
Your song is great. You created as made my day. Thank you.
Hey, come on the show anytime.
Thank
Ready?
you.
The Unicorn Club. The Unicorn Club.
What you just saw was a part of the full interview. Watch the whole thing if you have a moment. It's good stuff. I like using LinkedIn. I share Crunch Report on there every day. Professionals respond with nicer comments also, so that's a plus. Today, LinkedIn, the social network for the professional world with close to 470 million users, is finally unveiling its redesign of its desktop site, complete with a simpler app-like look, a new messaging experience that appears as a pop-up on the homepage, and updated search features. LinkedIn said the new desktop version will be rolling out globally over the next few weeks. LinkedIn's Director of Engineering, Chris Pruitt, describes the update as the biggest it has had since the launch of LinkedIn itself. So, a pretty big update. Let us know in the comments what you think of it if you're seeing the revamped look. Now, time for Tesla news. After a somewhat tumultuous year for the car company filled with lots of popular fear around its autopilot feature, in the wake of a crash, the U.S. National Highway Traffic Safety Administration has fully cleared Tesla of any fault. This is good news for everyone working to get cars with greater autonomy on the road. A bad report could have resulted in increased regulatory pressure and slower innovation in the space. After 6 months of investigating, the NHTSA basically complimented Tesla for tangibly reducing the number of car accidents involved in its vehicles after the addition of autopilot. Kind of like being chewed out for being too good at your job, plus the free press. Oh my. That's the report for today. I'm Tito Hamzy. Crunch Report airs every weekday at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific on TechCrunch.com. You can also find us on YouTube and on iTunes and everywhere else. We'll see you tomorrow.